I found a pregnancy test in our bathroom trash at 6:15 on a Tuesday morning. 2 lines. Positive. I stared at it until my hands started shaking. The strange part wasn't that my wife, Emily, might be pregnant. It was that I had secretly had a vasectomy 8 months earlier. Emily didn't know. I had never told her because the procedure was something I had done after a long conversation with myself. We already had 2 children, and Emily had always said she didn't want another pregnancy. I thought I was protecting our future. But now, standing barefoot on the cold bathroom floor, I realized there was only one explanation. The baby wasn't mine? I put the test back exactly where I'd found it. When Emily came downstairs, she kissed my cheek and smiled. "Good morning." I forced a smile. "Morning." She poured herself coffee. For the next 10 minutes, I watched the woman I had loved for 13 years move around our kitchen like nothing had changed. Finally, she looked at me. "Why are you staring at me?" "I'm tired." She laughed softly. "You look terrible." I almost told her. Instead, I said, "I have to go to work early." That morning, I didn't go to work. I went to the clinic where I'd had my vasectomy. The doctor confirmed what I already knew. The procedure had been successful. Then he said something that made my stomach turn. "If you're asking because your wife is pregnant, you should have a paternity test before making any assumptions." I nodded. But deep down, I wasn't looking for proof anymore. I was looking for the truth. That afternoon, I checked our shared bank account. There was a hotel charge from 3 weeks earlier. Emily had told me she'd been working late. I opened our phone bill. There were dozens of calls to the same number. A number I didn't recognize. My heart sank. That night, Emily came home wearing a smile that looked almost rehearsed. "How was your day?" "Fine." She kissed me. I stepped back. Her smile disappeared. "What's wrong?" I looked directly into her eyes. "Are you pregnant?" She froze. It was only for a second, but I saw it. Her face went pale. "What?" I asked if you're pregnant. She laughed nervously. "Why would you ask me that?" "Because I found a pregnancy test." Silence. Then she whispered, "It's not what you think." Those words hurt more than any confession could have. I sat down. "Then tell me what I should think." Emily started crying. "I was going to tell you." "When?" She covered her face. "I don't know." I pulled a folded paper from my pocket and placed it on the table. She looked at it. "What is that?" "My vasectomy report." Her eyes widened. "I had it done 8 months ago." She stared at me as if I'd become a stranger. You had a vasectomy?" "Yes." Her tears stopped. For several seconds, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered a man's name. "Daniel." I knew the name. He was her coworker, the man she always called just a friend. I felt something inside me break. "How long?" Emily looked down. 6 months. 6 months. Half a year of lies. 6 months of stolen moments, secret messages, and excuses. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I simply asked, "Does he know you're pregnant?" She nodded. "And does he know you're married?" Another nod. I stood up. "I'm leaving." She grabbed my arm. "Please don't." I looked at her through tears. "You didn't lose me tonight, Emily. You lost me every time you chose him." The next morning, I packed a suitcase. But before I left, Emily stopped me. "There is something else." I turned around. She handed me an envelope. Inside was a letter from her doctor. The pregnancy wasn't 6 weeks old. It was almost 5 months old. I stared at her. "Why didn't you tell me?" She started crying again. "Because I wasn't sure who the father was." That sentence destroyed whatever was left of our marriage. Weeks later, the paternity test confirmed what I already suspected. The baby wasn't mine? But the hardest part came afterward. Emily called me one evening. Her voice was trembling. "Daniel left." I said nothing. "He told me he didn't want the baby. He said he never promised me anything." I closed my eyes. For a moment, I felt sorry for her. But I didn't go back. I couldn't. Months later, Emily gave birth to a little girl. She sent me one photograph. The baby was sleeping peacefully, completely innocent of the betrayal that had brought her into the world. I looked at that picture for a long time. Then I deleted it. Not because I hated the child. Because I finally understood something. Sometimes the person who breaks your heart isn't your enemy. They're the person you trusted enough to believe would never hurt you. And sometimes walking away isn't revenge. It's the first step toward becoming yourself again.